up there everyone, hope you're doing well. Today is your lockdown bodyweight WOD number 57. Thomas is back with us now, so he's going to take you through all your exercises, and as per normal we're going to demo you through them first, and then he's going to perform them alongside with you guys, same timings and everything else. Make sure you've got your MyZones on, app open up on your phone, and you've got your playlist ready. This is bodyweights, obviously you don't need any kit, just a mat and some space. Right, so let's get into warm up first. Warm up, as I say, we're going to demo through for you first, just demoing each of the moves, and then Thomas will run through with you in the same time that you guys are. Once we're through that, we're going to then take you through a ramp, and then we're going to get into our workout. So your moves are as follows: 3 to 5 seconds on each move. Toe touch to begin, just hanging over, reaching down towards the toes. Then you're into a walkout. For those of you that feel a little bit tighter through the hips and joints and so on, you may need to hold for longer at each phase. Holding into that walkout position, once you're in that high plank position, hold there. Then you step one foot up to one hand, whichever side you want, then raising that arm up into the air. Again, holding for 3 to 5 seconds, back down, and switching sides. Good. Once you've done both these moves, you step both feet up, sink down nice and low. One hand's going to go in the middle. Reaching up to the ceiling, with one arm. Bring that hand down, switch sides, reach up to the second side, and then final one, fingertips can go underneath the toes, and you're going to raise your hips up into the air. So that is your full flow warm up complete. We're going to go for 3 rounds on this. As I say, 3 to 5 seconds max. Obviously, for timing wise, we're just going to spend about 3 seconds at each phase of the flow. But yeah, if your muscles are that little bit tighter, take that little bit longer to work through. So, toe touch to begin, and just follow along with us at home. Then into your walkout, holding there, pulling everything together, then stepping one foot up to the hand, raising that arm up, 2 and 1, switch sides, 3, 2, 1, stepping both feet up, having one hand pressed into the floor, other hand's going to reach up towards the ceiling, and switch to sides. Final move now, bring the fingertips underneath the toes, raising the hips back up to the air. You keep your feet in the same position, or you can bring them a little bit closer if you need to. Once you're done, stand up there. If you've still got space in front of you, you can go forward again. If not, just shuffle back and repeat the same moves. Back to them toe touches. This is our second round now. We're going to go for 3 rounds in total. Focus on your own timings for this one. Good. Make sure the hips are trying to stay as square as you can, and fingertips underneath the toes for our final move. Lifting them hips up into the air. Try and get the legs as straight as you can, and then back to the start once more. Toe touch to begin, just hanging over down towards the feet, holding there, legs nice and straight. Then into your walkout. 2, 1, step the foot up to the hand. Good, just hold these positions there, try and make sure everything is engaged from your arms and legs and all the muscles in between. Good, final move now, fingertips underneath the toes, reaching the hips back up into the air, trying to straighten the legs. 3, 2 and 1, time. So what we're going to do now is get into a quick ramp, which is just going to elevate the heart rate, get the blood pumping, moving us a little bit faster, and then we're going to get stuck into the full workout. So for your ramp, it is 2 rounds in total, 40 high knees, like so. Bring the knees up in front of you, hip height. 40 star jumps, just your standard ones, and then 40 mountain climbers. We're back out to that high position. Bring the knees right through underneath the body. So it's 2 rounds, 40 high knees, 40 star jumps, 40 mountain climbers. Give you guys 10 seconds, and then we're going to get stuck into it. As fast as you can. 3, 2, 1. High knees to begin. Each leg counts as 1. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Obviously it's not 1, then 2, and so on, so on. Just alternating sides, each leg counts as one. Same for the mountain climbers as well. Once you've completed your 40 star jumps, you're then onto your 40 mountain climbers. Again, as I just previously said, each leg is going to count as one. Now, as a high plank position, make sure the shoulders are directly over the hand, you're not too far back. Core is pulled in nice and tight, glutes are engaged, everything's working together, and you're just going to pump them feet as fast as you can. Once you've completed your 40 mountain climbers, you're then going to go back round to the start for your 40 high knees again. Second move now is our 40 star jumps. Then getting onto our final move now is our 40 mountain climbers. Final part to this warm up, and then we're going to get stuck into the main workout. Work them feet as fast as you can, bring the knees directly underneath the body, trying to get your knees up as close to your elbows as you can before darting that leg back, bringing the second one up. Perfect, so that is time. So we give you guys about 10 seconds just to finish off, and then we're going to take you through your main phase of work. Right, so you have two ladders today. Obviously, ladders being the fact that they increase with reps as you go through. Each one's going to last 8 minutes. And as I say, you're adding 10 reps to each move, beginning at 10 reps for the first set. So ladder number 1, 8 minutes worth of work. You're going to begin with 10 walkouts all the way out into high plank position, then walking back in. You haven't got to stand up, you can stay nice and low the whole time. Once you've done 10 of them, you're on to 10 shoulder taps, alternating sides, then 10 press ups. Be quite heavy on the arms this one, and then final one, 2 options for that, on the knees or on the toes. Final one then is that cross body toe touch, so the right hand to left foot, left hand to right. Once you've completed that, then you go back round to the start, so back to your walkouts, this time going 20, 20, 20, 20 on each one, and then 30, 30, 30, just adding on 10 reps to each move as you go through for 8 minutes. Right, we'll give you like about 10 to 15 seconds just to get yourself set, and then I'll start the time. If you time yourself at home, make sure you set your stopwatch to 8 minutes, so you count that timer to 8 minutes. If you're going to work alongside us, then that's fine. I'll tell you guys when to start and when to stop. So 5 seconds, 10 walkouts to begin, and then I'll remind you the others as we go through in 3, 2, 1. Let's go. First set is all done at 10 reps for 4 moves, and then we're going to go 20 reps, 4 moves, and so on and so on. Work nice and steady, as long as when you're out into that full high plank position, the shoulders directly over the hands, chest is between the hands, and everything is pulled in nice and tight, then you're fine. Second move now is our shoulder taps, just alternating sides again, try and keep your hips as square as you can. Rest when you need to throughout this. Third move is going to be our press ups. As I said before, 2 options, on the knees or on the toes, it's entirely up to you. Final move now is our cross body toe touch, right hand to left foot, left hand to right. If you struggle with this, try and keep your legs straight, but if your knees start to bend, then you can reach down halfway down the shins, or you can reach towards your knees if your hamstrings are particularly tight. You want to keep your legs as straight as possible. Good. Once you've completed your 10 on there, you then back round to the start, this time completing 20 reps on each move. Just keep working nice and steady through. It's 8 minutes worth of work, so you're timing yourself. You're going to work off our time, I'll tell you when to start, when to stop. You can rest as and when you need to, but bear in mind obviously that rest time, the longer you take, the more it's going to eat into your working time, less rounds you're going to achieve. We're 2 minutes in now. We've got 6 to go. We're on to our second set, so this time it's 20 walkouts, 20 shoulder taps, 20 press ups, 20 cross body toe touches. This one's very heavy on the arms, so you may need to drop down to your knees, drop your knees to the floor for a second, give your arms a bit of a shake out and go again. On to our second move now, our shoulder taps. I would recommend breaking this up if you need to, so 2 sets of 10 or whatever it is. If you're on the 30, then 2 sets of 15, so on and so on. Third move now is our press ups, so we're on to 20 press ups. Again, you can drop down to your knees for this if you need to throughout the set. But if you try and start with that bit more difficulty whilst your muscles are still fresh, and then when you need to, when your muscles start to fatigue and get tired, then you can drop down to your knees, make it slightly easier. Good. So 3 minutes through now. So we're coming out to halfway. So final move now before we go back around to the start once more is our cross body toe touches. As I say, try and keep the legs as straight as you can for this. If you can't reach the toes with the legs straight, then reach down towards halfway down your shin or to your knees, wherever you can reach to. Good. 4 minutes dead on now, so we've got 4 minutes left to go. Good. Just work through at nice steady pace, as I say, taking regular rest breaks when you need to. But try and keep them to strict intervals, so if you're doing 10 reps and resting, then try and maintain that throughout. Once you've completed your 20 cross body toe touches, you then back round to the start again for your 30 walkouts. This is where it's really going to start to get tricky. You'll stay as low as you can, move as quickly as you can. Good. 3 minutes left on the clock now. As always, I want to know how you guys are getting on with these workouts as well. So, particularly ones like this, when they're broken up, you've got 4 exercises to do. Comment the amount of rounds you get, and then point whatever exercise, whatever full reps of exercise you manage. So, for instance, if you manage 3 rounds, so you've done 30 reps on each move, you're on your 4th set, and you've got 2 exercises in, then you do 3.2 or 3.3 or 2.4, sorry, 2.1, whatever it is. Just comment your score and let us know how you guys are getting on. Particularly when you get to the 30 rep set, guys, it's going to make a massive difference breaking it up into blocks of 10. Just keep working, pushing through it. You've got 2 minutes left. As with both of these ladders, guys, there's 2 exercises that can be a little bit faster. and 2 exercises that are going to be that little bit slower. 8 minutes is not a lot of time to work through, so the ones that are going to take that a little bit longer, you want to try and maintain a steady pace, and then the ones that are going to be that little bit quicker to get through, if you can push the pace on them, then that's what I'd recommend anyway. 90 seconds left on the clock. Thomas on his 30 rep set now. So this is 4 rounds complete. He's working on his third. See how many exercises he gets through. On to his second exercise now. So for instance, his current score if it's times to finish now would be 2.1 because he's managed a full lot of that first exercise. 60 seconds left. Press ups in particular, you probably want to go as 3 sets of 10 or 4 sets of 10, whatever one you're on. 10 reps is far more manageable, and drop down to your knees as and when you need to, but try and give it that extra push to begin on your toes. 20 seconds left. Last 10. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Rest there, guys. So, obviously, for example, there Thomas managed 2 full rounds and then 2 full lots of exercises on his third round. So, score will be 2.2. So, as I said previously, drop us a comment with your score and let us know how many full rounds you got, and then point whatever full amount of exercises you've got. So, once you guys are rested now, then what we're going to do is just going to demo you through your next lot of moves. Again, it's 4 moves. Again, it's starting at 10 reps. 8 minutes work, adding on 10 reps to each set as we go through. So, first one, most of these exercises now are all done with the hands behind the head. So, hands are just going to rest at the back of the head like so. You're going to sink down low into a squat and just step 1 foot back into that reverse up lunge position. So, once you've then complete that, that's 5 either side. You're then going to get onto your 10 prisoner get up. So, you'll drop both knees down to the floor. Come up to standing on both feet and then straight back down again. 10 on there. Third move is going to be your 10 prisoner air squats, so sinking down as low as you can, hips all the way forward at the top, and then you're going to finish with 10 tuck jumps. If you struggle with the tuck jumps, then you can go squat jumps instead. If you struggle with any sort of jumping, just keep it to squats and then go back round to the start. So, as I say, 10 reps on each move. That lunge is going to go 5 either side just to keep it nice and quick. And then once you've completed 1 full set, then you're back round to the start. 20 reps then on each move. It's 8 minutes work. You guys have got 10 seconds and then we're going to start. In 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Get that back knee down as low as you can to the floor. Just step behind you, dropping the weight through the back leg, coming up and switching feet. Once you've done your 10, you're then going to get onto your prisoner get-ups. Good. You can stay as low as you need to. If you need to stand up in between, or if you're going to stop, make sure you're standing all the way up. Just give your legs a second, shake them out, and then go again. Again, for this one as well, it's going to be 5 either side. Third move now is our prisoner air squats. So the hands going to stay at the back of the head, hips all the way back. Try and get the hips in line with the knees, and then drive the hips all the way forward at the top when you come to that standing position. Final move now is our tuck jumps. Again, alternatives as discussed earlier, either squat jumps if you can't do that high impact, you go to a little bit less impact, or then your third option can be just finishing at the squats and going back making note of that if that's what you're doing. So when you come to repeating the exercise at a later date, you remember where you were at before, and then you know if you progressed or not. So getting on to our 20 rep set now, sinking down nice and low, staying low that whole time in that squat position, and just stepping the feet back behind to then reverse that lunges. Currently 2 minutes through now, so 6 minutes left on the clock. Let's see how high up we can get. Keep it going, try and maintain that pace. Once you settle into that rhythm, just stick with it the whole time. So onto our third move now, our prisoner get-ups, making sure them hands are staying at the back of the head. If you begin to struggle with stuff like that, you can bring the arms out to the side, but you wouldn't believe the massive difference it makes having the hands behind the head. So try and stick to that, performing every rep that you need to with the hands at the back of the head. Keep working through for this one. Obviously, whatever number of reps you're on, whether it's 10, 20, 30, whatever it is, always half reps either side, 5 either side, 10 either side, 15 either side, whatever it is. Good, 3.5 minutes through, so we're nearly halfway through our second ladder. Save a little bit for the finish at the end. That's going to be a mix between the upper body and lower body. So you can probably tell by now. Second ladder is lower body, first ladder is upper body. Trying to get that balance between the two. Four minutes left now. On said prisoner air squats, making sure you're sinking down as low as you can. As I say, hips in line with the knees, all the way down, all the way back up. If you struggle particularly with that, try and set yourself up a mirror, or I would always recommend you filming yourself. Because a mirror, you tend to twist to make sure you're doing it right. Obviously, you want to be as strict as you can on these reps. So just set up your phone to film yourself. Make sure you're performing all these moves correctly. Fourth move now is our touch up, so on to 20 reps, and then we're going to head back round to start once more, again to fit in our 30 reps on each move. 3 minutes left to go on the clock. Now this is obviously where it starts to get difficult. When you hit that 30 rep set, that's when it gets tough. So always recommend doing it in sets of 10, or if you can manage 15, then do 15, but 10 is probably a more favourable option. Right through, nice steady pace, keep that rhythm. Final 2 minutes left now. Keep working through, trying to get it up as high as you can. Prisoner get-ups coming in next, so making sure that hands are staying at the back of the head. Try work through as fast as you can. Again, breaking this up is going to make a massive difference doing it in 3 sets of 10. And staying as low as you can the whole time. Final 60 seconds now. Work through at least trying to get in that extra exercise, and the same as before, drop us a comment with the amount of rounds you achieve and then point whatever exercise you got to. Good, keep working through. 30 seconds left. Seconds. Three, two, and one. Time. That is our exercise complete.
Should finish out 6 short.
Right, so yeah, times of 6 short there, so that means we see again it's a 2.2, 2 full rounds plus 2 lots of 2.1 even, because you only managed 4 reps on the first exercise. So there you go. As I say, just drop us a comment with the amount of rounds and then the exercise you achieved below as well. What we're going to do is going to get into our finishing now. The finisher is more of an AMRAP style workout where it's 10 press ups, like so, either on your knees or on your toes. Two options. Making sure the hips are forward and the chest is away through the hands, and then 10 prisoner air squats. So back to the hands behind the head, sink down, all the way down, all the way up. So it's 10 and 10. Those numbers stay the exact same. It's 5 minutes worth of work, and you just have to keep going as many rounds as possible. 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10. Trying to fit in as much as you can. It's all about work capacity. So just try and keep that momentum going once you set it. Give you guys 10 seconds and then we'll get started. 5 minutes worth of work. In 3, 2, 1, let's go. So only 2 moves and the reps are staying the same as I say. It's just 10 reps for every set you do. We're after rounds now, as many rounds as you can. So it was 30 seconds there for Thomas for his first round. So what we want you guys to do at home is try and remain as consistent as possible. So you're taking 30 seconds for every round you do. Obviously you have to allow a bit of time, or whatever time for the first one. You have to allow a bit of time for fatigue, but just try and stick to as much of that time as you can. So if it takes you 45 seconds to complete one round, then you want to try and stick to that 45 seconds every time, or as close as you can to it anyway. So that second one there for Thomas was 32 seconds. So as you can see, obviously fatigue is going to start to play a part. You want to try and keep to that time as best you can. Good, 90 seconds in now. Last 3 minutes left on the clock.
Doesn't need to be the end of round 4.
Yeah. So we're moving through this one nice and quickly. It's only 2 moves, the reps are fairly short. This one's all about muscular endurance and just that work capacity. Try and work for as long as you can, maintaining a certain rhythm, certain pace. So we're 4 rounds in now, Tom's beginning his 5th round. He's halfway through the time. Be expecting for at least 8 rounds really through this. Obviously it's a lot harder when you've done that previous work, but this is the final bit now, so try and give it your all. Left. Good. Again, rest when you need to. Last 90 seconds. This final bit, really trying up the tempo, up the pace, and making sure you're still staying accountable, you're still achieving good, solid, efficient reps. Start doing half reps, they're not going to count, so making sure good technique throughout the whole workout.
What was that?
Last 60 seconds. Don't lose that technique. 30 seconds to go. Really try and push the pace now. Seconds. All the way forward, all that. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Time.
Well, you can. 7. Got 7.
There you go, guys. That is your workout complete, your finish complete. Really well done. As I say, drop us a comment with the amount of rounds you got for all of this workout, particularly if you're going to do the workout at a later date or a later time today. Making sure you're keeping yourself accountable, and even if you don't want to share with us your results, making sure you're keeping a note on them, so then if it comes to you repeating this workout, if you enjoyed this one, then obviously you know what score you have to beat. Hope you enjoyed that, guys. Make sure you're stretching. Enjoy the rest of your week.